I'm Courtney Uncooked, and this is my girl Snappy, and today we're going to make you happy and make you some delicious, raw, vegan, gluten-free walnut hummus.
Oh, wow. I thought hummus was made out of chickpeas.
Normally, hummus is made out of chickpeas, but we don't eat chickpeas around here, Snappy, because they give you gas, and who wants gas?
Not I.
No, nobody wants gas. So we're going to make a completely raw hummus today, and it's going to blow your mind. It's going to be great. But before we get started, Snappy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Snappy of Katie Good Photography. I specialize in woman portraiture, ranging from commercial to outside portraits to my favorite, boudoir photography.
Boudoir? Aren't those dirty pics, Snappy?
No, these are sexy, empowering photos. Maybe we'll do some of you afterwards.
Oh my gosh, I don't think anyone wants to see that, but okay. Thank you, Snappy. All right, so you ready to get started?
Yes, let's do this.
Actually, before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and hit that notification bell for
social
both
love.
Give me some love for Courtney Uncooked and for Katie Good Photography. So give us some love, and then we're going to be bringing you a delicious raw recipe every Monday night for Monday Night Raw.
Sounds fun to me.
All right, so let's get started. So first, we're going to blend up 2 cups of zucchini. Let you put those in there, and then 2 cloves of garlic. And all of our ingredients are always going to be the highest grade organic ingredients because we don't want any pesticides in our food. And then I always order my nuts in bulk on Amazon. You just get an amazing deal. When you do this,
interesting.
Yeah, when you go into the grocery store to buy raw nuts, they're very, very expensive. So you always want to order on Amazon in bulk. And this recipe does have just a little bit of oil. So we're going to add 3 tablespoons of oil. We're gonna get that going. Just gonna put the little lid on here on our trusty Vitamix, and you know, if you can afford a Vitamix, I suggest you get one because with this lifestyle, yeah, it's amazing. You have one?
Oh, absolutely.
It's so good. All right, so first we're just gonna blend this up. All right, so as you can see, we need a little bit of help here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the lemon juice. And let's also go ahead and add the walnuts. And so these walnuts have been soaking in water overnight. You always want to soak any nuts or seeds you use overnight, a minimum of 2 hours if you're in a pinch, but that's going to get off all the acidic enzyme inhibitors and make these nuts really easy to digest. A lot of folks say, I can't eat nuts. I don't know how you live an uncooked lifestyle. And that's because they're not soaking the nuts first. When you soak the nuts, when you soak them and blend them, it's like they've already been chewed up and digested for you. They're just going to go down really nicely and give you just a boost of protein and energy and not be hard to digest.
What a fun
so
fact.
we've soaked these. Yep. So I'm going to have you strain them. I get these straining lids from Amazon. They're great and easy. They just screw right on the top. I'm going to have you strain these, and then we're going to take 2 cups of the walnuts and add it to our mixture here. And then while she's doing that, I'm going to add our spices, and we've got cayenne pepper, paprika, and cumin in here, and I just love cumin. So we're going to add that right in the mix, and then you're going to measure out the 2 cups of walnuts. And then the very last thing we're going to add is the tahini, and you always want to add thick substances and nut butters last. Once you've got a really good mixture going on. It's just nice to pour it in at the end and get a good consistency.
What's tahini?
Tahini is sesame seeds. It's kind of like an alternative to almond butter or a peanut butter. I like to say it's the more sophisticated version. And it's just amazing. It's really good. So we're going to add some raw tahini after we blend this up a little bit. Yep, and I'm actually going to let you take over. Once we get all these chunks blended in, then we're going to add the tahini in. All right, I'm gonna go for it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Snappy. Got it. All right. Just gonna take the top off. Just put that in there. Oh, that smells so good already.
You guys should be jealous. You can smell it.
I think you're gonna love this. So again, we're always gonna start off on low, especially with something thick like a nut butter. Start off on slow. Teamwork!
Making the dream work!
Okay. So one thing I always like to do is taste it. There's also some salt that we need to add, but I don't know about you. I'm not a huge salt fan.
Not my favorite.
I only like a little bit, so I'm just gonna try it.
How's it tasting?
It's really good.
Of course it is. You made it.
I am gonna add a little bit of salt, which is what the recipe calls for. Just a little salt, just a little pinch of salt. We'll give it one last blend for good measure. And then that's it. We've got our raw vegan hummus. I can't wait. All right, here we go. Yep, just get that salt blended in there. Turn it up. All right, we're good. And then I'm just gonna pour it in here. All right, you excited, Snappy?
It's gonna be so good. I can't wait to try it. So are you only raw now?
I would say I eat 90% raw food. I do use nutritional yeast from time to time because it has lots of B12 and I just love the flavor and some of my cheeses and things. I also love to start my day with a hot green tea.
Oh, I love that too.
I drink Megan's Crunchy hydration drinks.
Can't go wrong with that either.
Yeah, so I would say I'm 90% raw. Everything I do is definitely uncooked, but like sometimes I use maple syrup. Maple syrup is boiled down tree sap, so I didn't cook it. It's still uncooked with me, but it's not technically raw. So I would say I'm 90%, but mainly, you know, I think if you do anything 100%, you're really just socially isolating yourself and being really hard on yourself. And if I go to a dinner party and they've got something really delicious that is vegan and gluten-free, I don't want to be rude. I'll have some of it. Probably not going to feel so great the next day because my body's not used to it, and definitely at home.
Makes sense.
I don't have anything cooked. So again, I would say I'm 80 to 90%.
What are the benefits that you've felt living the uncooked life?
Well, I have tons of energy. I sleep better. I look better. My friends say, "What are you doing? You look like you're reversing in age," because this stuff just breathes life into
skin
you.
looks so
I'm
good.
eating life instead of, you are what you eat.
love
You're definitely what
that.
you eat, and I'm eating just things that are alive. All right, so we got this here. I'm just gonna give you,
I can smell it.
just here. I'm just gonna give you like a little spoonful, and then we'll just put this spoon in the sink because we definitely wouldn't want to use it. But let's just see what Snappy thinks. Honestly, what do you think?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah? You like
I'm
it?
hooked.
I know.
I'm hooked.
I really like it too. And
Wow.
the cool thing about this is that you don't have to just use walnuts. You can use almonds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and you can also substitute the lemon juice for lime juice, and there's all kinds of substitutions which I'm going to give you in the recipe. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and hit that notification bell. And I think that we should do a little rap about this hummus that we made. Making some hummus with my girl Snappy. This stuff is so good, it's gonna make you happy. Instead of beans, I use walnuts and zucchini. I'm like a magician, a real Houdini. This stuff is so much better than traditional hummus. I'm gonna convert you. You're gonna be one of us. You don't need a stove or an oven to cook. Just a blended dehydrator and Courtney Uncooked.